The Maximizer plugin only has 3 definable controls, but it's important to understand what each of these controls does. So let's talk about the very first one, which is the output level. By default, the output level is set to 0.0 dB. In other words, that is the level of that brick wall, or the C-clamp in my example. So if you don't want the output of your master mix to exceed 0, make sure that the output level is set to 0.0 dB. Now, you could raise the output level, but at this point you're probably not going to do that, because since we have established the correct signal flow, or the optimal signal flow inside of our master fader, if you were to increase the output level of the Maximizer, you would be probably clipping the output of your mastered mix down. So make sure that the output level never exceeds 0. And what I would recommend that you do is you just direct dial in a value that works. I'm going to double click on the output value and type in minus 0.3 dB. And the reason that I don't set the output level at 0 dB is because some consumer electronic devices actually start clipping at 0. So your end user could end up with a distorted signal on their MP3 player or on their car stereo. So it's always best to not have your master hit actual 0.0 dB. Just come down a little tiny bit, and I would recommend minus 0.3 dB as the established brick wall of output level. And let me show you how that works. I'm going to press play on our mastering project. When I press play with the output level set at minus 3 dB, the output level of the Maximizer does not exceed minus 0.3 dB. And since the Maximizer is post-fader, we are guaranteed not to have a master mixdown that exceeds 0, or at this point, minus 0.3 dB. And now let's learn about the next control, which is Optimize.